Summer's awesome, but there are a lot of things you might need some remedies for. Maybe you want to go to the natural route. So please welcome Dr. Ashlyn Lanigan. Why did I want to call you Ashlyn Tomlinson? I don't know why. Naturopathic doctor, thank you for coming back.
We
love your energy.
Great.
Let's start by talking about the mosquito bites, which my kids got a ton of.
This year, the mosquitoes are crazy.
And huge.
I know, they're awful.
They're really big. What can you do?
Well, so what we always want to do is prevention.
Okay.
But the issue with the bug sprays is they have so many chemicals in them, and the worst is DEET, which tends to be in some of the more heavy-duty bug sprays.
Yeah.
And the issue with this is it impairs cell functioning in the brain. And our kids, their skin, it turns over so much more quickly, and so they'll actually absorb more of these chemicals, and they have a developing nervous system. So it's not really something we want to be slathering all over our kids or ourselves.
Yeah.
If you put DEET onto plastic, it'll actually melt plastic. So this is not something we want to put in our skin. So, but you have alternatives.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite recipes for a natural bug spray, and you can make this at home. What we have here, it's a 100 ml glass bottle.
Yeah.
I've filled it halfway up with witch hazel, and then the other halfway up with water, and you just add 15 drops of a citronella oil, 15 drops of a peppermint oil, and just a couple drops of 100% vanilla. And mix it up, and let's spray this here. I'll spray it on myself.
So this prevents them from biting you, or is this what you do after you've been bitten?
This prevents them from biting you. This is your natural bug spray.
Yeah. Let's see.
Have a sniff.
Oh, you smell good.
Doesn't that smell good?
Yes.
I know.
Forget the mosquitoes. Just put that on every morning.
Your new perfume.
You're lemony and a little vanilla-y. It's good.
Yeah, and so it smells way better than bug spray.
Yes.
It's just as effective and going to be much healthier for you.
Totally natural.
But let's say you're one of those people that no matter what you put on your skin, you're still getting feasted on by the bugs.
Yeah.
We have some natural afterbites you can do. So one is doing a little bit of diluted tea tree, and you can put that on a Q-tip or something and just spot it on any bug bites that you get.
Oh, good.
It helps to take away the itch and also help with the healing.
Diluted tea tree.
Diluted tea tree.
Okay.
But what if you're camping and you don't have your oils with you, you forgot your natural bug spray, but you have a lemon? You can just slice up a lemon, put the natural lemon juice onto the bug bite, and that will also get rid of the itch and help with the healing.
That is great.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I knew that. That is, well, now I know.
Now you know.
I will use it for the rest of summer.
That's
the cottage was brutal. Okay, what is this going to help?
So this is for bee stings. So bees are serious business. Now, if your child or yourself have an allergy, an anaphylactic allergy to bee stings, it's very important that you follow emergency procedures. If the treatment their doctors recommended is an EpiPen, you give that right away. But allergy or not, number one thing is you need to get the stinger out. So the stinger contains very acidic venom, and this is what causes all the pain and irritation from the bite.
Okay.
And so what we can do is we want to neutralize that acidic venom. So what I've mixed up here, oh, it's getting a bit hard. What I've mixed up here, oops, okay, we'll not stir that.
Okay.
Is a little bit of baking soda and water with just a dash of vinegar.
Okay.
And what that does is it neutralizes the acidity, so it helps to take the sting away and the burning away.
All right.
But what if you're camping?
So you would just mix that up and put it on the
exactly
on the bite, and then remove the stinger.
So stinger out first.
Yeah.
Then put a little cold water, a little ice, just to take the initial kind of inflammation away.
Yeah.
And then you can put your baking soda paste on there, and ideally put it on for 20 minutes, take a little break. If it's still there in another 20 minutes, do another little compress over top of it. But let's say you're camping again. So you're at the cottage, you might have these ingredients, but if you're not, you can just put toothpaste. So toothpaste will also help to neutralize the acidity of the sting. Yeah, and it's so easy. Just a little blob of toothpaste on there is a great thing to do. If you're, let's say, you have your naturopathic kit at home and you have some homeopathics, this is just a little bit of homeopathic apis there. And so you can give that to your kids or take it yourself, little pellets, dissolve them under your tongue. For small people, you can just dissolve it in a bit of water and get them to drink that.
Okay, and that's also going to take away the acidity, or is it going to take away the discomfort?
Exactly, yeah.
From the sting.
Helping with the burning and the pain of the sting.
Very good.
So for bee stings.
Okay, good stuff.
And then moving right along. Yeah, so this is poison ivy. So I grew up in the country. I remember distinctly my brother and I being in a bath just filled with oats because we would roll around in poison ivy. I don't know what my mom did. Anyway, so yeah, and so poison ivy, the biggest thing, so if you think yourself or your kids have gotten exposed to poison ivy, the oil will absorb into the skin in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is get inside, washing with soap and water, and then just let it air dry. So if you have it on your arm, you want to let it air dry as opposed to rubbing with towels.
Okay.
Because rubbing with the towel will contaminate contaminate the towel, and then that can get passed along to someone else in the house. So what you can do, the oats like we talked about, you can make a little compress with the oats, which that'll really, very nice and soothing, will help with the itchiness of the poison ivy.
Yeah.
You can also go back to your baking soda paste, and you can apply that as well, and that helps to dry out some of the blisters of the poison ivy as it progresses a little bit.
So they blister, huh? I've
never
never
had poison ivy?
No, you're talking to a city girl. So, like, I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, so it can get pretty nasty.
Let's put a picture of it on our website.
Yes.
Okay,
what a great
so we'll put
idea.
that on cityline.ca along
Yes.
with the remedy, because people like me need to know what they're looking for.
Yes.
And then finally, I bet that's for sunburns.
I just want to mention one more thing about about the poison ivy. So this is apple cider vinegar. You can just put a teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar on the poison ivy. It helps to get rid of the itch, but also helps with the healing of the skin.
Good.
So, and you want to do that a few times a day. And then last but not yeah, exactly, aloe. So sunburns, again with the bugs, you want to be thinking about prevention. So if you have to be out in the sun and you have to have your skin exposed to the sun, you want to have a good natural sunscreen, and you want one that has the active SPF ingredient zinc oxide. So that's what you're looking for. And so let's say you accidentally get burnt, you can use some aloe. And so I love to have aloe just around the house, and you can just apply it directly to the skin, very soothing. Also helps with the regrowth of skin, so it's really good, and prevents peeling. And then last but not least, but equally as effective, is lavender oil. So you get a sunburn, you can apply the lavender oil directly, or you can do a bath in lavender oil.
Very good, really good tips. Dr. Ashlyn Lanigan.